Narrated by Sahl bin Sa'd, a woman came to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him and said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, I have come to you to present myself to you, for marriage. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him glanced at her. He looked at her carefully and fixed his glance on her and then lowered his head. When the lady saw that he did not say anything, she sat down. A man from his companions got up and said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, if you are not in need of her, then marry her to me. The Prophet peace be upon him said, Have you got anything to offer? The man said, No, by Allah, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. The Prophet peace be upon him said, to him, Go to your family and try to find something. So the man went and returned, saying, No, by Allah, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, I have not found anything. The Prophet said, Go again and look for something, even if it were an iron ring. He went and returned, saying, No, by Allah, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, I could not find even an iron ring, but this is my izar, waist sheet. He had no rida, upper garment. He added, I give half of it to her. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, What will she do with your izar? If you wear it, she will have nothing over herself thereof, will be naked, and if she wears it, then you will have nothing over yourself thereof. So the man sat for a long period and then got up, to leave. When Allah's Messenger peace be upon him saw him leaving, he ordered that he be called back. When he came, the Prophet peace be upon him asked him, How much of the Quran do you know, by heart? The man replied, I know such surah and such surah and such surah, naming the surahs. The Prophet peace be upon him said, Can you recite it by heart? He said, Yes. The Prophet peace be upon him said, Go, I let you marry her for what you know of the Quran, as her mar. Narrated by Urwa bin Az-Zubair, Aisha, the wife of the Prophet peace be upon him, told him that there were 4 types of marriage during pre-Islamic period of ignorance. One type was similar to that of the present day. A man used to ask somebody else for the hand of a girl under his guardianship or for his daughter's hand, and give her mar and then marry her. The second type was that a man would say to his wife after she had become clean from her period, Send for so and have sexual intercourse with him. Her husband would then keep away from her and would never sleep with her till she got pregnant from the other man with whom she was sleeping. When her pregnancy became evident, husband would sleep with her if he wished. Her husband did so, let his wife sleep with some other man, so that he might have a child of noble breed. Such marriage was called as al-istibda. Another type of marriage was that a group of less than 10 men would assemble and enter upon a woman, and all of them would have sexual relation with her. If she became pregnant and delivered a child and some days had passed after delivery, she would send for all of them and none of them would refuse to come, and when they all gathered before her, she would say to them, You all know what you have done, and now I have given birth to a child. So, it is your child so and so, naming whoever she liked, and her child would follow him and he could not refuse to take him. The fourth type of marriage was that many people would enter upon a lady and she would never refuse anyone who came to her. Those were the prostitutes who used to fix flags at their doors as sign, and he who would wished, could have sexual intercourse with them. If any one of them got pregnant and delivered a child, then all those men would be gathered for her and they would call the kaif, persons skilled in recognizing the likeness of a child to his father, to them and would let the child follow the man, whom they recognized as his father, and she would let him adhere to him and be called his son. The man would not refuse all that. But when Muhammad peace be upon him was sent with the truth, he abolished all the types of marriages observed in pre-Islamic period of ignorance except the type of marriage the people recognize today. Narrated by Aisha. As regards the verse and about what is recited unto you in the book, concerning orphan girls to whom you give not the prescribed portions and yet, whom you desire to marry. Surah 4 verse 127. This verse is about the female orphan who is under the guardianship of a man with whom she shares her property and he has more right over her, than anybody else, but does not like to marry her, so he prevents her, from marrying somebody else, lest he should share the property with him. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. When Hafsa, Umar's daughter, became a widow because of the death of her husband, Ibn Hudhafa as-Sami, who was one of the companion of the Prophet peace be upon him and the one of the Badr warriors and died at Medina, Umar said, I met Uthman bin Affan and gave him an offer, saying, if you wish, I will marry Hafsa to you. He said, I will think it over. I waited for a few days, then he met me and said, I have made up my mind not to marry at present. Umar added, then I met Abu Bakr and said to him, if you wish, I will marry Hafsa to you. Narrated by Al-Hasan. Concerning the verse, do not prevent them, Surah 2 verse 232. Makil bin Yasar told me that it was revealed in his connection. He said, I married my sister to a man and he divorced her, and when her days of Eddah, 3 menstrual periods, were over, the man came again and asked for her hand, but I said to him, I married her to you and made her your bed, your wife, and favored you with her, but you divorced her. Now you come to ask for her hand again? No, by Allah, she will never go back to you again. That man was not a bad man and his wife wanted to go back to him. So Allah revealed this verse, do not prevent them. Surah 2 verse 232. So I said, now I will do it, let her go back to him, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. So he married her to him again.